Alright guys, it's time to take out the old belt. Okay, so make sure the crank pin is locked in. The crank's not gonna move. We get the crank pulley off. The tensioner is unloaded. That means that I can take out the belt now, so it's loose. And the pin, this locking tools right here, where the sprockets are all locked in. Pins, the marking are all lined up. So let's take out the belts. Alright, the old belt is off. We got the new crank bolt and timing belt. There's the part number. Alright, there's the new one. It looks pretty cool. The inside is white. Never seen that before. Make sure you measure it. Stretch them both together. Alright, let's put them all back now. Alright, work on the bottom first. Then work your way up. So this side has to be tensioned and this side will be loose, because this is clockwise when it's spinning. So what I do is there's a little line right here. That's where that dot is, and then you count the tooth. There's 12 in between these two marking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So marking is right there. There. So let's count the mark. So here's my mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. And my mark's right there. Alright, that looks good. Make sure it's on the middle of the sprocket. They're ready to take out the pin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. So it's tight in this side. That's good. Yeah, looks pretty good. So this is what the bottom look like. Now show you how to put the crank pulley back in, and there's alignment tool. All right, this is the tool you need to align this sprocket. See that notch right there? This is the notch that goes like that. Okay, goes like that. So we'll bolt this back like that. Probably don't need to put that bolt back in there. That's a snug. Now this little tabs right there stick out. It goes aligned with that hole right there. Okay. So it's gonna be a tricky part here. I have to keep pushing it. It's hard to see, but I'm gonna have to look on this side, see if that notch, the tabs is aligned up to the hole on the crank. It's better to use like a small little tiny meter. Look in this side, but I'm gonna look inside here, see what it look like. All right, guys. So need the mirror to look behind here. That is in a hole, but if you wiggle the pulley, and then you can feel the vibration on this little tool that it's in there. So that's good. Now I'm gonna put the new crank bolt. Always put new crank bolt. Right, man. So after you line up the tools to the crank bolts back in there, tighten up, and then we're gonna torque that thing down. We'll find out here. All right. So to torque this bolt down, we're gonna have to same thing, hold the crank pulley with this handy dandy belt. All right, here we go. Finally got it. So clockwise to turn the bolt, and then this pulley will go clockwise as well. We're gonna stop that with this belt. So right now, make sure take out the pins that lock the crank, because I don't want to put stress and bend this pin. Take that out, and then the locking cams, take that out. This engine will turn okay if this thing broke, or if this thing slipped, it's okay, engine can turn. We're gonna have to snug it. It's gonna go like that. Okay, that's good for now. We'll torque that thing down on the spec. So yeah, we're just gonna have to put the ignition coil back in, fuse for the fuel pump system, and we'll just have to get a good crank and see if it start up. Alright guys, so put the coil back in there with spark plugs, torque it down, the wiring for the coil. I kind of disconnect this intake tube right here. Now it's back. I got the negative back on post. It's charging right now. So I'll tight down. I spun the crank twice. Rotation, that's what will have once spin on the cams, and then a couple times, you know, every time when I spun it twice, the dots here line up perfectly. Check the oil, it's good. The intermediate shaft and the CV axle shaft is all bolted down. I got the crank shaft sensor bolted down. Pretty much it. I got the fuel pump back in there. It's all back to the fuse block, and I think we're gonna have to give a little crank and see if it fired up. Just double checking. You can tell that there's no serpentine belt. Same thing with the alternator. It's not bolt in, but I don't care about that. I just wanna give this engine a spin and see if it start up. So I'll put you in the tripod and give this a try. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys in here. First, we're gonna have to delete the code, that high temp code right there. So before we start the engine, so that we know that it's all fresh and ECU is not detecting that code anymore. So there we go. Yes. It's really bright in here. All right. All right, so it's delete. I keep coming back. This code needs to be relearned to the ECU, so we'll have to start the engine here. There you go. Not bad. Let's go outside. Pretty good. There's no AC, so there's no coolant, so we have to turn it off. So there's no coolant on it, so we had to put coolant and get it to the high temp, and continue on the next step.